This weekend, the Green Party nominated another former U.S. representative from Georgia for president, Cynthia McKinney. She and her running mate, Rosa Clemente, accepted their nominations last night in Chicago.
Yes! Today, my words will hopefully continue to express my honor, my humbleness, but also my intellect and readiness to take on this task. And Dick Cheney, bring it on. I'm ready to debate you. The only way I can even begin to accept this nomination is know that I got my people who have my back. Hip-hop is so much more than music. If hip-hop to you is 50 Cent, those are rappers. Those are recorded artists who get paid to perform. Hip-hop is so much more than videos and bling and commercials and women being used as objects. Hip-hop was created in what continues to be the poorest congressional district in this country, the South Bronx, where I grew up on East Tremont and Harrison, 1972, where my father still has his business on Elder Avenue. I stand on the shoulders of a generation of young people of color and white youth that are united and that clearly understand that we are suffering from structural racism, institutional racism, capitalism, and militarism. We are fighting for survival. We fight for the faceless, the micless, the speechless, the black and brown, indigenous, Asian, and white faces. We are not fighting for the right to just vote. We are fighting for the right to a just life and the right to live humanely. The government of America has perpetrated wars not only abroad, but here at home. The war on drugs, the war on immigrants, the war on working class people, a war on youth. This is the wars that we must fight for freedom. We are faced with issues that are getting progressively worse. No livable wage, no affordable housing, and not just subprime mortgage, but the complete destabilization of rent control in every city. Gentrification, the prison industrial complex. The AIDS pandemic in the African American and Latino community is killing particularly heterosexual African American women and Latinas more than anyone else. Lack of a free healthcare system. Ending the stranglehold of media conglomerates that do irreparable damage in marginalized communities with stereotypical, racist, misogynistic, and sexist propaganda. When Cynthia McKinney called and asked me to be her running mate, I immediately said yes. Everybody will tell you, I say yes. You're arrested, I got bail for you. I got a lawyer, I got a press conference. I'm there for you. Sometimes at the hazard of my personal self. That's who I am. To always say yes because I understand what we need. My friend Omawali emailed me from the Grassroots Artists Movement, a hip-hop organization dedicated to unionizing rappers so that they would have health care. How did a black Puerto Rican from East Tremont and Harrison Avenue, born in '72, get on a stage to accept the nomination of the most progressive, innovative political party in the country? In order for me to answer that question, I would have to start at the beginning, which I'm not going to do because I did that already. I'm running a BVP because I stand on the 10 key values and principles of the Green Party. And these 10 key values and principles completely intersect with the values we hold dear in hip-hop. We amplify our politics, our pain, our love, our need for social justice through the mic, the music, the art, the culture. 30 years later, when they decried that hip-hop would die in '78, as my friend Jeff Chang tells us in his seminal book, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, we are a generation that the United States has decided to marginalize, imprison, and send to war to fight people who look like us. We are a generation that is clear that many of our freedom fighters who go by the names of Fred Hampton, Mumia Abu-Jamal, Sojourner Truth, Ida B. Wells Barnett, John Brown, Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Fannie Lou Hamer, Dilcia Pagan, Luis Rosa, Leonard Peltier, Matulu Shakur, Oscar Lopez, and the other David Gilbert, and the many United States political prisoners. When Kanye West said George Bush does not like black people, I would extend to say he don't like anybody who ain't got money. When New Orleans flooded, Puerto Rico cried, Brazil cried, New Zealand cried, Australia cried, Cuba cried, Panama, Mexico, Chile, Nicaragua, and the Dominican Republic. Post 9/11, the majority of the American people have been living under a blanket of lies and fears. We must be the ones that are no longer fooled. We must remember that youth have always taken risks, from the Soweto uprisings in South Africa to African American and Mexicano children in the 50s and 60s walking out of schools, to the 16, 17, 18, and 19-year-old men and women who joined the ranks of SDS, the Weather Underground, the Black Panther Party, the American Indian Movement, the Black Liberation Movement, the Young Lords Party. Young people have always been the catalyst of change. I bring those organizations up because when the media tells us who they are, they tell us they're crazy radicals. And you know what? They're radicals, and they're not crazy. We have a choice. Everyone watching around the world on C-SPAN, you have a choice. Drop the Democrats. Go on Monday and join the Green Party. We can push ourselves to achieve this victory. And victory is not free. So everyone watching, start putting money. The attack machine will start. The attack machine is going to start right now. It started yesterday in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. They see the power. As David said downstairs, can you imagine Dick Cheney right now, black, Puerto Rican, white, poor, young, lesbian, gay, straight, anarchist, atheist, Christian in a room together talking about power to the people? That's right. We know you're watching. So for some of y'all, especially my generation, who are on Obama mania and sitting on the fence, we don't not vote for him because he's black or not. We're not voting for him because he's already bought and sold. So as we move forward, I am clear that this is a historical moment. An African-American woman and a Puerto Rican woman. I am green también. Thank you. Thank you so much.